Good evening. Welcome to my channel, The Hidden Tears. It's been a few days since matter of fact, I saw the movie July the 4th when I was looking for tickets. All the time slot and the day was filled. I came across one slot on July the 4th, and I picked it. Went there about 7 o'clock. I sat there and got to the theater, practically crowded, sat there and watched the previews. But before I get into my review, hopefully it won't be long, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a former cop. I work in a maximum security prison, had worked in a jail, 8th floor high, being a police officer on the street, working undercover investigation, drugs and narcotics. Took many reports, been shot at, been threatened. People hated me because of the color of my skin, not only whites, my own race. Investigated, took reports on missing children. Sometimes the child get mad with the parents and leave because they can't have their way because the next door neighbor or their friends they hang out with is influencing them. They talk back to their parents and the parents call because they have not seen them. They waited, hoping they come back, and their children don't come back. You have to stand there, being professional. You say, for example, what are their name? Ask the basic questions. And sometimes the parents or the father or mother don't even want to ask me the name. Go find my child. They're crying. They're upset. All they want their children back. In the life as I said something, I did a presentation in front of a college student. I made a phrase, behind the badge, see what I see. As a police officer, you don't see what I see. You assume based on what the newsmen show you, but you don't see what I have seen. You see death, people dying, bad accidents, gruesome stuff. You have to walk up there as a professional and ask the basic questions. The name, who, what, when, where, and why. When half of the time the victim or the upset parent or the person that's upset don't even want to talk to you, especially if they have hatred for you based on other police behavior. When I decided to go to watch the movie, I went there with that experience. When I sat down and watched the movie and see the different things that was shown in the movie, don't want to give it away, just expressing my educational, informative viewpoint about the movie, I was sitting there, realized that I was watching a movie that had truth to it. Why? Because I've been a part of it in such a way by investigating missing children that ran away from home, or some parents may think they've been taken from them. So I can relate to that. That was true. I experienced it. And I picture myself sitting in theater, beyond the theater walls, that was going on. There was various scenes where children crying out for their parents, mom, dad. There was deception. Some kids just want to go home. Throughout the movie, I teared up. Not to make a scene, but it's quiet. I was saddened by the movie, thinking about what if I was young, I mean, when I was young back then, what if I was taken off the street or sold? How would I? I would not know. I would never know my parents. I'll never come back. I would have to live that existence, that lifestyle. And what about the other parents who feel the way I felt? What about you? What if your children or you yourself, when you was a child, what if you experienced what you will see in a movie if you haven't seen it or see the preview? How would you feel? How would it impact you? How would it cause you to look at your life, do a self evaluation, self assessment, your thinking, or what you feel? This the impact. In my notes, I put down the thing that was impact me the most in the movie when the kid gave him a little necklace with a little chain on it, and I was trying to figure out what it was. Couldn't. It went by quick in the movie, and I did some research last night. It said it was on it. It was First Timothy 6:11, and they had the man of God, and the gentleman, the agent name was Tim. So I felt that was prophetic because his name was Tim on the coin or whatever it was called, inscribed. I think First Tim 6:11. So it was meant to be. It was destined for that agent to meet that young kid. It was destined for that agent to do the job that he's doing as I'm speaking. God, our Father, however you know Him, always put us in the right place at the right time. I didn't go. I went to the movie. The video that I'm sorry, the 1 minute YouTube short that I put out. I went to the gym. I came out of the gym, and a doc came to me and said, "Do a video about the movie." I haven't even seen the movie when I did the YouTube short, but I did. I portray it in a way to draw your attention. I portrayed it in a way that I felt I should draw your attention. Not to make fun of anybody, not to uh, rack up subscribers or viewers. I just did it from the heart. Even when I was doing the movie, the video, you probably see me doing this because I was trying not to tear up. And then when I thank those who watched my 1 minute video. I thought it would be, few people watched it, but as of today, it's I think it's 26,700 people have viewed the video. However long they watch it, I thank everyone who watched the video, who commented, which I'll get into a few. You can read others' comment, but I want to point out a few things. I thank those who commented on the movie. I had no dislike, little check, and I'm not one for posting videos, which I should because I have several channels, which I intend to do more videos of other related topics. I would like, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm still in I call it the baby phase of YouTube. Back in the day when I was growing up, it was never monetized. You didn't have to go through a monetized procedure. You just put up video and I remember having a commercial with my videos, but now you have to have 1,000 subscribers. I would like them 26,000. Should have been, I would think, oh, this 26,000, I could have got half of that as my subscribers. And then 4,000 hours of people watching. But it's okay because God is in control and everything will happen. So please subscribe to my channel and share with others. I have good contents. Someone told me my content is cause individuals to look at themselves. Look at yourself to do a self-assessment, self-evaluation. Cause you to think about your life. Think about your behavior. What is your purpose in life? What are you doing with your life? What are you doing? Are you pursuing what you should be doing? Or are you just going with the flow? So I wrote down some comments. You can see them as I watch. It said, my first comment that someone put, I think it was the first one, said, "Do you have a death warrant?" I said, "Death warrant?" What did I had to go back and listen to what I said. And I said, "A death warrant? How am what I'm saying is a death warrant?" I didn't say anything that you don't hear on the regular TV shows and the movies. Am I to believe that whoever made this comment have never heard children crying and screaming for their parents? When I got a spanking, I screamed and cried, wanted mom and dad to stop. We see movies on theaters and on TV where the children is crying because they want their mom, they miss their mom, or someone, they just want to go home. They want something, so they even a baby cried in the baby arm, in the mother arm, when the mom just gave birth. So I'll say, how is that a death warrant? No, it was not a death warrant. So I think those are the statements. Please keep sharing. Amen. Thank you for speaking this. And then one person say, where's God? Where's your God and his mercy? And I was, okay, where's your God and in his mercy? What are they implying? Where's your God? It's like making fun of my God. I didn't say I was a Christian person. I didn't have a Christian shirt on. I don't think so, other than me mentioning it right now. So it's market. Where's your God? All this is happening. You love God, so why is He allowing this to happen? That's how I took it. And yes, I don't expect people to 100% people to like. If I was putting out videos and do videos and make comments because I want 100 people, all 100 to approve, and I say, yeah, 100 people like my video, and nobody didn't like. If nobody don't say anything negative, or I'm not saying anything, it goes with the territory. One would say you can get negative and get positive, but I feel I want to address these few here. And then another one, they show you when people do comment, they reveal themselves. They reveal themselves. And one person say, call me a fool. They say, is this fool making fun of this? How dare he? How dare he? Is he one of them? The person called me a fool. How dare I did what I did on a 1 minute video? Is he one of them? Assumption. Why would a person say that? Why did to look at a 1 minute video? Where did I say that I'm one of them? Where did I act like a fool? Because I cried and my intro was too provoking and my intro was not professional. My intro was not clean cut. My intro was not to their pleasant to their ears and eyes. When I know that in our lifetime or in their lifetime, they have been around. They may have been around. They even cried themselves when he was a baby. They cried out to mom and dad when they was a child. And to say that I'm a fool because I was illustrating how children are crying, was crying in the movie, was crying when they was in a container ship asking for mom and dad, and I haven't even watched the movie. And they call me a fool. But I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I really am not. It go with the territory. Like I mentioned when I was a police officer. People didn't like me because of the color of my skin. Yes, people did not like me because of the color of my skin. Not only whites, my own kind did not like me because they said I was a sellout. I get those, you don't hear those kind of things on the other side of the fence because you don't see what I see. When I'm told that I'm a sellout because I decide to do the right thing. And it's just sad. So I forgive the person for doing it. And I don't take, but to say I'm a sellout, I thought, and then prior to logging on, I was trying to see exactly what was said about the food part, and then my comments, and then I open it up and look at the comment. The person said, I responded by it said, "This is the person comment? I'm not gonna give the name. You can see it. Is this fool making fun of this? How dare he? Is he one of them?" And then I responded, "I'm not making fun of this movie. Why call me a fool? Do you believe kids would not behave this way if they were taken from their parents? I'm not offended or hurt you call me a fool. I forgive you." And then when I did put this down, I didn't see the response to what I said. Someone responded back and said, he is raising awareness. You are ignorant to think of, I'm sorry, he is raising awareness. You are ignorant to think of first thought in your mind. Sometimes you got to give yourself a time to reflect. You can read it on my YouTube short channel. Then someone said he's just a bit eccentric, but his heart is in the right place. Yes, my heart is always in the right place. If you, those of you who comment, I really appreciate your comment. It was encouraging. I even felt like, wow, they like what I said. Because I didn't set out to get 1,000 likes or 50 million likes or to go viral. I just did the video because it's in my heart to say what I want to say. And that's why I did it. If I was waiting to get paid or expect to get paid or want to be paid and not being happy that I'm not getting paid, because I think I've been a part of YouTube maybe 20, 15 years or whenever it started, I would have stopped a long time ago. I do what I do because I recognize it's a God given purpose and calling for me to say the things I say. You can go to any of my YouTube channel. Again, subscribe and like. You can go to my YouTube channel and look at the various messages that I have spoken on. 99% of my videos, give or take, are always live. I will have a random thought. Somebody may say something to me, and I'll talk about the subject. It's always a lot of it hit me first. It caused me to think and reflect upon my life. And my intention is to cause you to think about this decision because we're living in a world and we're living in a time where we need hope. We need positive, instructive, encouraging messages that will encourage any of us in our point in our life stages. You don't know what the person is going through. What they might say, oh, I need to hear this. I need to hear, thank you. I'm hearing some sanity in the world that we live. So the sound of freedom, I see a lot of individuals have given their all. I haven't watched anybody review, but this is my review. I didn't want to take from their view, but this is my review. The movie was very good. It's very excellent. And I read where it said well the number one other movies was number one in 2023. And I look and see what movie was number one, and the movie was animated movie was number one. And I said, animated movie is number one? Very rarely you see a true story based on being number one. I said, wow. And it made me think that people don't want to acknowledge something true. I was in the library one day, this had to tie with this, and I was looking, because I'm always seeing the messages and the things that I see. And I said, all these books in the library was written by people of various races, sex, for how many years ago? Even in a regular bookstore or a store that you go to, local bookstore, even a library. And I pick a book off the shelf and I read it based on the true story. It's come from the Congress, the government, the bureaucrats, things that you can find those type of books in laws and stuff in the library. And I'm reading it, and it says, for example, 1 + 1 is 2. And I read it in a book coming off the government website. And then I tell someone else that 1 + 1 is 2, and they say, no, it's not 2, it's 3. And I said, I just read it in the book, it's facts. I went on the government website and it said 1 + 1 is 2. No, it's what I say it is. And we seem to be living in a world like that, where things we're not supposed to think individually. So the movie is an excellent movie. It was at the very at the very end, people applauded. And even right now, and since I've seen the movie, it's like I will buy the DVD when it come out. I've shared with some individuals, never heard of it, have not heard of it, is not interested in seeing it, and that's their choice. But to deny, to say that something does not exist when you see it on the government website, when you read it for yourself, when you experience it, when, like myself, when I investigate it, the child may run home, run away. Sometimes then when I do a report, a missing child, then the detective would take over. Depending on how many days they determine the child is missing, there's certain criteria must be met before the investigators get into investigating where did the child go, who was the child seen the last time, what happened in the child. So there's a certain gap in between before the law enforcement. Because imagine if 20 people got missing in one neighborhood, they're not going to respond to all 20 at one time. They will wait and determine how long they've been gone, what are the circumstances that led them to leave the house, and then they will might investigate. That's just how it works. When we don't know the law, then you assume that they don't care or this is not happening. But you have care. Even a man in the movie decided to give up his job. He had 8 months out before he can be 10 to get all his benefits. But it bothered him. Great actor. It really bothered him to go look at a movie like that and not walk out of the theater and look around your surroundings, look around in your local community, look around wherever you go, and enjoying the fruits of your labor and the food that you're eating and sleeping in your nice bed and doing what you're going to do and on your phone and TikTok and Instagram and everything you can think of to make yourself happy, and you enjoy that, nothing wrong with that, and walk away from the movie and don't even think about, you leave the movie mindset in the movie theater and don't really think about, wow, when you ride down the street and you see a child, do you say, oh, can that happen to them? Can it even the agent looked at his children. It could have been his children, and it just makes you think. So that is my perception about the movie. I don't like to be a movie spoiler, but I do highly recommend you go. Like I said, the comments are good. If I didn't get no comment, would I be mad? No, because I have one channel. It's Thoughts in the AM, Thoughts in the AM, Hidden Tears. He still speaks, now listen. Why he still speaks, now listen? Because God gave me a word that he said, I'm always speaking. People don't want to listen because they want to listen to what they want to hear. Thoughts in the AM is a channel that someone suggested because they like how I express myself. They said, you need to share your thoughts. So my name, my niche is AM, not that I'm talking about in the morning. So Thoughts in the AM. And Hidden Tears, I say hidden tears, all tears are not wet. Me sitting before you right now, you may see tears come out of my eye. You say, he has a problem, he's crying. But what are the hidden tears? The hidden tears are the behavior that people show you. Everyone has some type of behavior. They're not crying because of it, but they're showing in the behavior. It's like the grandmama and grandfather will say, baby, son, you need to get help. Because that behavior going to be the death of you or whatever. So your behavior can be a form of crying out. So that it comes from the book that I wrote, Hidden Tears of Black Male. Not because it can center around any male, but that's the original title, so I shortened it. So like I said, the comments was wonderful. It kind of lifted me up, made me say, oh, wow, people enjoy the comment. You never know what people are going through. So when I read the comment, I said, wow, they liked my little video? I said, wow, I just did it spontaneously. I just left the gym. And then I read the negative, which is, you're gonna get negative. I can be working on, even when I was a police officer, I got negative feedback. When I work in all types of industry work, I got negative feedback. So you're gonna go through life. If you're going through life and you expect people to always go with yes, 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 and never criticize you, never give you a hard time, then you're looking down the wrong pipe. We are expected, it is expected for us to receive negative criticism. It's how we handle the negative criticism. I could respond back with this to this person in a negative way, but where would that get me? What would that say about me? And then me deciding to do the review today, when I didn't see the other two people that came in my defense, One say I was eccentric, or you're guessing unique way. If you look at a lot of if you choose to look at my video, you're going to see a lot of things in there. I always tell people, go to my channels. I promise you, this you should not promise, but go to my channel. You're going to see something. Wow, that is me. That is me. I look at my channel and the things and the messages that I put out so far. I said, wow, that could apply to what's going on right now. If you look at the topic of the videos. So all I just want to say, go watch the movie. Be educated to what's going on around you in your city, in your town. Take what you see, what you have seen in that movie, go back home and apply it to your neighborhood and say, oh, I've seen that behavior in the movie. I'm seeing it right now. Right now. Here, right there. Here, there. Here. Oh, wow. Oh, I see something that I didn't even think was normal, but it's not normal. Educate yourself. And the thing is, when we don't educate ourselves, don't say, I don't talk politics and religion. You don't educate yourself on a vast variety of subjects, then anyone can come to you and deceive you with whatever. And when people respond in that manner, we don't have to argue with them. They showing us their behavior. They're crying out without tears. They call me a fool. They assume that I'm one of them. I mean, what do you mean by I'm one of them? It's I can take it in many directions. But no, we always gonna if you do videos yourself, you're gonna get people can have 20 million, 12 million, 30 million. People video have gone viral. And I know for sure there's a lot of negative comments in those viral videos. Those people have 10 and 15 million videos. These individuals that do videos. Even a cook show video can get a negative, oh, because you're not cooking the food the way I want. When we watch videos, what is our purpose of watching a video? Some watch it to be entertained. That's fine. Like myself, when I watch a video, I want to learn something from it. Don't hold anything back from it, but let me have all of the information if it's an educational video, but don't use it to divide me against other people. And that's what we see today. So, like I said, I'm focusing on the movie in a way by not sharing because we live in a political world. I don't want to say anything inappropriate and get flagged by YouTube. And you can read between the lines. We call it a call to action. A call to action. Call to action. Again, I know I have good contents. Nobody can tell me that I don't. They may not like the contents I put out there, but it's good because somebody used it 12 eggs in a carton. 11 people may like the things I have shared, and one person say no. Should I get mad with the one person, be upset with the one person, feel disappointed with the one person? I can say my past, I felt that way. I focus on the negative more than the positive, but I'm overgrowing that right now. And excuse me. So, yeah, I forgive the person. In love, I forgive them. I'm not a fool. I'm not one of them. And I'm not making fun of the situation. It's my way of showing you what I did on the initial 30-second or 5 second on the video is actually going on as I'm sitting right here before you. And you may have experienced it before you hear me right now. So please, if you like what you heard, subscribe to my channel and my other channels. Help me to get over that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of view time, you know, length of time. And I'll keep putting out there. I'll keep doing the videos because it's my calling, it's my mission, it's my purpose. So thank you, everyone. Excuse me. It's a pleasure to be before you. It's a pleasure to be before you. Let me see if I want to say anything. I said I wasn't going to make it long. And let me see. Let me look at my notes if I miss anything. Oh, don't assume, insult me, don't know me, and assume and I'm not making fun of the movie. And I shared my experience as a former police officer. When you've been shot at, when you've been in fights, and you've seen things that you go home at night that the average citizen, the bodies in the car, the cutting open the car, or taking the bodies out the car, or bodies found days after days, or, the gruesome stuff. You come home and you have no one to talk to, or you have someone to talk to that don't want to listen. You don't see what I see. You see the car. And I close by saying this. When I was shot at, why was I shot at? 11 o'clock at night. We had just got, I'm telling you my age now, we had just got the car out. When I joined the police department, we had the blue lights on the top, little bubble, and we had a rolling doors. And there was no computers, no cameras, no body camera. We had a little T-stick. There was no body camera. There's no technology when I joined the police department. It was basic. We had the sergeant that had the red pen. So we had the rolling windows, and we had just got the new cars with the roll down the window automatically. And I went, I think about 5 minutes 11 on a domestic call in a predominantly black neighborhood, and I was driving down the street. It was dark, and I saw the building where I was going to, a 4-unit apartment complex, and I saw somebody got behind some hedges, and I kind of turned my wheel to the left because I knew what was coming up, and all of a sudden the person pop up behind the hedges, ran toward the car, pow! And I saw the orange flash, and I did this, and my intention was to push the button and roll down the window and shoot back. He was no Black Lives Matter then. I was going to shoot back at the person, but he threw the gun on top of the hood and he ran off. He was eventually caught within 5 minutes, brought back to the scene. Young man, why did you fire your weapon at me? He said, because I thought you was a white police officer. I said, the only thing is white is my teeth in that car. It's his first time getting in trouble. He got 6 years. So what's my point? You don't see what an officer sees when he's out there. You don't see if he's not making it back home tonight. You don't see when he stops a car. He don't know why he's stopping. He don't know what the person did in the car, and the person fired back on him. You don't see those things. And maybe I will do, someone said I should share those type of stories to educate the general public, but you don't see that. And also my experience and seeing this movie, I know it goes on because it's my experience. To say I'm lying, to say it's fake or misinformation or I'm making up stuff, how can I make up something that I was actually in the trenches doing law enforcement, aware of things like this is going on? How can I make it up? I can't, unless I show you a badge or a certificate or whatever. No. So I recommend what I want to get out of it. If you take an hour or two to just go to the movie with an open mind, you might have heard this, you may have heard that, you may have your proof, you may have your assumption, you may don't even care, you may just have went with a friend, but go with an open mind. Go by yourself. I went by myself. Just go and learn something. But I promise you, when you walk out the door, you're going to see little tidbits of stuff that you saw in that movie that may save your life or your children's life or someone else's children's life in the community. And then you have those that say, I don't want to get involved. And that's their choice. But when something happens, it could be anything. When something, people, I don't want to be a witness. I don't want to tell, I don't snitch. I don't witness. I don't you want to get involved. But let something happen to them, then they want the other people to get involved when they did not get involved in themselves. Say like what goes around goes around. Read what your soul kind of thing. I don't want to be a witness. I don't see nothing. I'm not saying anything. And then something happened to you, and then you want someone else to say something who's saying the same thing. You can't have it both ways. So learn something from the movie. If it changed your life, thank God. If it don't change your life over a period of time, then thank God. Then I know that when you throw a seed in the ground, whatever seed you throw in the ground, it's going to take time for it to blossom into whatever you desire to get from that seed. So some people are going to change like this. Some people might take a long time before that little seed of information, that knowledge or whatever they have, begin to sprout. And when they begin to sprout, then their behaviors may change. So once again, I'm trying to close, but I'm going with the flow. Some would say it might be a exclusive movie review, and like I said, that's what I got out of the movie. I didn't want to be or to say don't be a spoiler or tell the good things because people say, "Well, I don't need to go to the movie. You just recap the movie for me." And then I don't want to take away money from the moviegoer. I'm sorry, I don't want to take away money from the people who made the movie because I don't heard what he said, so I don't have to spend my money. And then I just took money from the mouths of those who in the movie. That's how I look at it. So thank you for your attention or listening to this uh, video. You can comment, you can like it, you can dislike it, but just share it, subscribe, and comment. And if you want me to talk about anything that you feel that, like my friend, been knowing him for 38 years, he said he would never say the things that I said. He watched a lot of my videos. He would never say the things I say, and he would throw out suggestions once in a while. So if you have a comment, if you want me to talk on a specific subject, if I don't know it, I will research it and tell you my perspective on it. Because this friend of mine said, "Well, I have a lot of things to say, but I don't want to say it because I don't want to draw. I don't want the attention that comes from it. I don't want that negative, and I don't just want to deal with that. This is not me, and that's fine. Some people just not camera ready or don't want to do what I'm doing. I was made, I was created, I was born for such a call. I was not a rapper or a basketball player, or which I would say I wish I could sing because you get a contract and get the money. But being a writer and a speaker, those things take time to be, get any kind of wealth from. So please subscribe, comment, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button. So when I start uploading videos or coming live, because I call them pop-up videos, I might just do a pop-up video and do a notification bell on you. So, oh, he's on, you know, he's on, he's on. So subscribe, comment, like, and share. Allow other people to hear what you heard, and then they can subscribe. Like I say, help me reach that magic number of 1,000 and 4,000, not only through the YouTube shorts, but through my other channel, because you can look at the different channels I have and the messages that I have. You can comment. I know that whatever message you see that you like, you're gonna find yourself in it. Because I'm trying to close. I remember someone said to me they was having an issue, a life really a troublesome issue, and we was talking like I'm talking to you right now. And I said, "Well, I write." And I said, "What do you write?" And I named full title that came to my mind, and he said, "Oh, I don't want to hear that one." I said, "Why not?" "I just don't want to hear that one." So I felt led to talk about the title that they resisted. And when I finish, they thank me. They say, "You know what? I'm going through that right now." And by what you share with me, it caused me to look at my situation totally different that I never looked at. Some there are individuals in the sound of my voice are going through something. They may experience what they experienced in the movie, may be experiencing what they see in the movie. There are some people don't want to talk, don't want to share their feelings, and they take to other lifestyles to ease the pain. But you never know that your words of comfort, your little words become one plus one. Your little words of one plus one become two. It's wow, I feel good. I feel good for that moment. And you have planted the seed. So thank you. God willing, I'll be back with other videos. Subscribe, like, and comment. Like I said, if you have something you want me to discuss, throw it out there. If I don't know nothing about it, I'll just say, well, I don't know about that subject. I'm not going to do my best not to lie. I like to do my research over research. If I'm not comfortable, if I'm not sure, then I won't. But I have some interesting titles that will be coming up soon that you're going to say, what? I don't believe he said that. I don't believe. What? It's going to cause you. I'm working on it right now. My friend said I need to do some, I'm going to do some intro. I come on YouTube short and do my intro pertaining to upcoming messages that you're gonna like this. You're really gonna like it. It's gonna touch Every human being on this earth. It will not discriminate. It's not accusatory. It's not us against them. It's not do it my way. It's gonna be a message that gonna make you go, what did he just said? I didn't know that. Oh, that do apply to me. It's gonna be opinion, facts, truth, and information sources where you yourself can go and do your own research. But the best part of the whole message is you, men and female. And that is not an opinion, that's a fact. You can say that's Anthony's opinion. No, we are human beings. And I'm saying not because of what's going on in the world today. You're going to look at yourself in the mirror and you're going to say, wow, this a message applied to me. It's going to give you answers. It's going to give you solutions. It's going to give you the consequences. But it's going to be truthful. And I have the notes all together. I'm going to break it into a series and you're going to like it. When you see a strange title out there, you go like, what's that? And it's going to make you laugh. It's going to make you laugh. You might even do your own research. But the beauty of it is, it's going to be how God, as I know him to be, gave it to me. So that's my plug for the upcoming message that will touch all of humanity. It will. Not in a bad way, not in a threatening way, not in a harmful way, not in an accusatory way, not in an accusation way, not in an untruth way, not in lies. None of that stuff that we see that's going on or you may experience. It's going to be strictly truth, facts, truth, facts. We being a human being, truth, facts, where you yourself can go and do your own homework because you're going to say, wow, he's right. He's right in what he just shared with us. You're going to like it. And I know I may get negative comment. Okay, go with the flow. You can get you can get negative comments even when you speak the truth. You can get negative comments. If I was saying what everybody is saying, if I would say something that everybody else is saying, do I get comments? Negative comment? Not really. But if I go against the negative comment, then I'm gonna be attacked. I'm gonna be attacked. So when everybody is agreeing with one thing and someone looking outside, wait a minute. Wow, that's the truth. Like I said, being a police officer, any police officer will tell you, if you are a police officer and you can relate to me, share your opinion, share your viewpoint. The average citizen don't know what we go through. When I put on my uniform, was there guaranteed I'll be coming home after my shift? When I got shot at that particular day, God allowed me to come back home. There are people that's not coming back home. That's being a police officer or any type of profession. Junkie public can go into a local store and something happened to them. The color of my skin, my sex does not stop me from dying. We all gonna die one day. Truth has no color. Lies has no color. What defines the truth and the lies is this person that's speaking the lies and the truth. So thank you, everyone. It's a pleasure to be before you. I thank God He allowed me to be before you to share what He wants you to share. Like I said, I start off in a way I thought about how I'm going to say it, but I always take down my notes and just let it flow. So if you have a comment, comment. If you want to make a statement, make a statement. I'm sorry. If you have a comment, if you want me to talk about anything in the future, just type. Just who knows? I won't say try me. Just put it. I want you. I want to. What your opinion are. What your. If you want to ask me a question or something, or always want to ask a question or whatever. What's on your mind? What you want to talk? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Don't attack me verbally or use profanity or insult me. Let's have an honest debate, an honest discussion where we can gain from each other. It's not a people say, well, let's agree to disagree. really? When we agree to disagree, who won? Is there a conclusion? No. Both people walk off thinking they're right. So the fact we must come to some conclusion where, oh, Anthony, you're wrong. Oh, well, I am wrong. Oh, I just saw that. I just heard what you just said. I can put with what I know. Thank you for giving me that information. But no, you got to be my way or the highway. No, no, no. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me